Hello everyone, this is Grade 4, Module 7, Lesson 16 homework. For homework, complete the top portion of each page. So this will become an answer key for you to refer to when completing the bottom portion as a mini personal whiteboard activity during the summer. So it says, use a ruler and a protractor to create and shade a figure according to the directions. Then find the area of the unshaded part of the figure. That's the big part, unshaded. Now, I'm going to draw the dimensions on here, but I can't really use a ruler for what I have. So I'll try my best to do this. So it says, draw a rectangle that is 18 centimeters long and 6 centimeters wide. So I'm going to draw my rectangle. And I'll fix that corner. That's not much better. But anyways, 6 centimeters and 18 centimeters. Inside the rectangle, draw a small rectangle that is 8 centimeters long and 4 centimeters wide. So I'm going to do this in a different color. And that's going to be 8 centimeters. And this one will be 4 centimeters. Inside the smaller rectangle, draw a square that has a side length of 3 centimeters. And I'll put it in there. And it says, shade in the small rectangle, but leave the square unshaded. So I'm going to shade it in black because that's the color of the small rectangle. But I don't want to shade in is the square. So now I got to find the area of the unshaded pieces. So I'm going to slide over and I'll find the area of the big rectangle. And I know I'm going to be using area equals length times width. And I'm doing it in red because this is the big red rectangle. I have 18 centimeters times 6 centimeters. And I'll do that off to the side. I got 108 centimeters squared. That's the big red. Then I'm going to do my small rectangle. And I'll slide over more so I can do my work over there. Area equals length times width. My length for that one was 8 centimeters. My width was 4. And I know 8 times 4 is 32 centimeters squared. And then lastly, I still have to do area. So I'm going to do area equals length times width. And this is for the small square. 3 centimeters times 3 centimeters. Because sides in a square are all the same. And I'll get 9 centimeters squared. Now I have to find all of the unshaded portions. So in order to do that, I'm going to take away the black rectangle from this red. So I have 108 minus 32. And I'll get 76. Now, that's the red without this whole rectangle. But I know that there's still a little piece in there that's unshaded. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add that back in to my amount. Because right now I've only found the area of the whole rectangle, the big rectangle, minus this entire part. But I don't want that. What I want to do is I want to make sure that I still have that part there in blue. So I'm going to add it back in. And I'm going to get 85. centimeters squared. So it'll be 85 centimeters squared. That's the area of the unshaded part. Another way I could have done that is before I subtracted the 32, I could have taken 9 from that 32 to get 23. And then I would subtract 23 from this to get 85. Same answer either way, just different ways to look at it. Let's look at page 2. So on page 2 it says, Emmanuel's science project display board is 42 inches long and 48 inches wide. He put a 6-inch border around the edge inside the board and placed a title in the center of the board that is 22 inches long and 6 inches wide. How many square inches of open space does Emmanuel have left on his board? So quite a bit going on here that we need to do. Let's first draw the board, the whole board, and nothing but the board. And we'll get 42 inches and 48 inches. That's these right here. Now we put a 6-inch border around the edge, so all the way around the edge. So I'm going to draw a border, and it's just inside, and now I want to find the dimensions of that. So the first thing I have to know is this is 6 inches, this is 6 inches, and what I mean by 6 inches is this space, this is 6, and this is 6. So if I want to get rid of this 6 inches and this 6, I know it's 12 total. So I'm going to take 12 from this to get 30. And I'm going to erase off some of my work here just so I can see it. And again, the way I got that was I know that this is 6 inches right here, and so is this. So together I need to take off 12 inches from this border. Because it says a 6-inch border, so I'm assuming the whole thing is 6 inches thick all the way around. Now, to find this measurement, I know that this is 6 and this is 6 because it's a 6-inch border. So I got to take away 12 from this part, and I'll be with 36. So I put that in there. And now the last part, inside the border, he placed a title in the center of the board that is 22 inches long and 6 inches wide. So I'm going to go to a different color. And that's 22 inches by 6 inches. And it's not really right in the center. I probably should have moved it down. I can't do that. But anyways, you get the idea of where it's supposed to be. So what I need to do now is figure out how many square inches of open space does Emmanuel have left on his board. So the border, we don't consider that open space because that's the border around it. It's already taken up. So I'm not even going to look at the 42 and the 48. I'm going to focus just on this inside space right here. This is the area that we have left. So I have an area of length times width, and I have 36 inches times 30 inches. That's this inside space. So if I find the area of that, it looks like I have 1,080 inches squared. But I have to take away this portion right there where the title is. So I have area equals length times width, and I'm going to subtract out what I get from this. And it looks like I'm getting ahead of myself. And I'm going to do 22 inches times 6 inches. So I'll show that work now. 22 times 6. And I get 132. And that's my area of the name. And again, that needs to be subtracted because that's already designated. So I'm going to take my 1080 inches squared of writable, usable space, and I'm going to subtract out the 132 inches squared nameplate. And it looks like I have 948 inches squared left. And I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to write my answer so you can see it. 948 inches squared of open space. So that's after we took out the 6-inch border going all the way around the outside, because that's not open space anymore, that's my border. And then I had to take out this piece right here for the nameplate, so anything left in blue is what I was going to call open space for use. Hope this helps. Thanks for watching, and good luck on the rest of your homework.